6 silent behaviors that make toxic people fear you. Some people don't get intimidated by loud voices. They don't fear threats. They don't panic when someone tries to dominate the room. Toxic people fear something much quieter. They fear the person they can't read, the person they can't provoke, the person they can't control. If you've ever noticed someone suddenly becoming careful around you, lowering their tone, or trying to win your approval instead of overpowering you, this is why. There are 6 silent behaviors that instantly put toxic people on edge. And the scary part? Most people who use them don't even realize they're doing it. Let me tell you a short story. There was a man at a workplace everyone avoided. He interrupted. He mocked. He fed on reactions. New employees either tried to please him or fought back and lost. Then one day, someone new joined. Quiet, observant, polite but distant. The toxic guy tried his usual tricks. Sarcasm, subtle insults, power plays. Nothing worked. No reaction. No defensiveness. No emotional leaking. Within weeks, the bully stopped targeting him. Within months, he started respecting him. Not because of authority, not because of strength, because of these behaviors. The first behavior is emotional economy. You don't give emotions for free. You don't react to bait. You don't over-explain. You don't rush to defend yourself. Toxic people survive on emotional return. Anger, embarrassment, justification, fear. When you respond with calm neutrality, you starve them. A short pause before speaking. A relaxed tone. A simple okay instead of an argument. To a healthy person, this feels normal. To a toxic person, it feels terrifying because they can't tell if they're winning or losing. The second behavior is selective presence. You're not always available. You don't hover. You don't chase conversations. You don't need to be seen everywhere. When you enter a room, you're present. When you leave, you're gone. Toxic people crave constant access. They want to feel important. They want your attention on demand. When you give it selectively, it flips the power dynamic. They start wondering, why isn't this person trying to impress me? Why aren't they seeking approval? And the moment they start wondering, they've already lost control. The third behavior is silent boundaries. You don't announce them. You don't threaten. You don't explain your standards. You simply enforce them. If someone disrespects you, access reduces. If someone crosses a line, warmth disappears. If someone repeats behavior, distance increases. No drama. No speeches. Just consequences. Toxic people are experts at pushing limits. They expect warnings, negotiations, second chances filled with guilt. When boundaries appear without explanation, it unsettles them. They realize, this person doesn't need my understanding. They don't need my permission. They don't need my validation. The fourth behavior is controlled vulnerability. You share, but never overshare. You're honest, but never exposed. You reveal nothing that can be weaponized. Toxic people collect information. Your fears, your insecurities, your past mistakes. They store it for later. When your vulnerability is measured and intentional, they lose leverage. They can't hit where it hurts. They can't manipulate through guilt or shame. You become unpredictable, and unpredictability is poison to toxic control. The fifth behavior is unshakable self-definition. You don't argue about who you are. You don't try to convince people of your worth. You don't defend your choices to people who don't respect you. If someone misunderstands you, you let them. If someone projects onto you, you don't correct it. Toxic people thrive on redefining you, making you doubt yourself, pulling you into endless explanations. When you refuse to participate, they feel powerless. Because nothing terrifies a manipulator more than someone who knows who they are and doesn't need agreement. The sixth behavior is calm detachment under pressure. When things get tense, you slow down. When voices rise, yours softens. When others rush, you pause. You don't mirror chaos. You don't absorb it. You don't escalate it. This creates psychological dominance without aggression. Toxic people expect intensity. They expect emotional storms. They expect you to meet their energy. When you don't, they feel exposed, like shouting into silence. And silence forces them to face themselves. Here's the truth most people never hear. You don't scare toxic people by being loud. You scare them by being solid, by not needing them. By not fighting them. By not reacting the way they expect. These behaviors don't make you cold. They make you untouchable. And once toxic people sense that they can't control your emotions, your attention, or your self-worth, they either retreat or reveal themselves completely. If this resonated with you, you already know something most people don't. And if you've ever experienced this shift in how people treat you, you're not imagining it. Let me know in the comments which behavior you recognized first. And if you want more videos that break down power, psychology, and human behavior without noise or clichés, subscribe and stay close. Some lessons are loud. The most dangerous ones are silent.